Picture this: November 2025, and leaked Arecibo radar echoes pierce the veil, revealing Comet 3 I/Atlas not as a solitary wanderer, but a fragmented swarm, mirroring Oumuamua's eerie cigar shape from 8 years prior, with structural anomalies boasting less than 1% natural probability. Screaming engineered probes dispatched in tandem to scout our defenses before a galactic armada descends, while SETI gatekeepers bury the data under noise, pretenses to avert panic over the impending December invasion that could sterilize Earth in cosmic conquest. What if these aren't cosmic flukes but siblings in a fleet? Their hyperbolic paths too synchronized for chance. The radar pings decoding to binary warnings ignored by elites hoarding the truth in black-budget bunkers, leaving humanity blind to the swarm's true agenda as it fragments further, priming for deployment that spells doomsday unless whistleblowers shatter the silence before the Flyby seals our subjugation. The statistics defy astronomy's laws. 2 interstellar intruders in under a decade, defying ejection models by odds steeper than 1,000,000,000 to 1, hinting at deliberate incursions from a hidden stellar empire. The cover-up's threads weaving through Harvard's halls where Avi Loeb's warnings get redacted. The December window, our final shot at exposure before the swarm activates. Dr. Elena Vasquez hunched over her console in the dim glow of Puerto Rico's Arecibo legacy array, revived in secret post-collapse by shadowy DARPA funds on November 3, 2025, the dish's remnants humming as 3 I/Atlas crested the pre-dawn sky at magnitude 8.2 in Libra's faint glow. Her unauthorized scans, piggybacked on civilian feeds, bounced signals off the comet's approaching form, 250 million kilometers out, yielding echoes that fragmented into over a dozen discrete signatures, each tumbling like Oumuamua's rumored debris field from 2017, but clustered in formation defying gravitational chaos. "This isn't fragmentation from perihelion stress," she muttered into her encrypted recorder, cross-referencing the returns with archived Oumuamua data. Identical asymmetry ratios, non-reflective surfaces absorbing 98% of radar, as if cloaked hulls designed to evade detection. Vasquez's prelims clocked velocities varying by mere meters per second. Impossible for natural ejecta, suggesting coordinated propulsion, a swarm intelligence probing Earth's ionosphere like digital scouts from a parent craft lurking in the Oort cloud's shadows. By midnight, her station's power flickered out, black helicopters circling the ridge. First sign of the clampdown as SETI's inner circle, Loeb's former allies turned adversaries, labeled the pings interstellar interference to quash the sibling revelation. Across the Atlantic, in Cambridge's underlit archives, Professor Harlan Fiske pored over declassified 2017 intercepts on November 4th. The comet, now binocular visible at magnitude 7.9, its dust tail a ghostly lash against Scorpius. Fiske, ousted from SETI for fringe hypotheses, overlaid Arecibo's fresh echoes with Oumuamua's Green Bank readings. Both objects exhibited acceleration spikes uncorrelated to solar heating, defying outgassing by factors of tenfold, as if thrusters fired in unison to correct hyperbolic arcs. "Siblings don't visit twice without purpose," he typed furiously into a dark web forum. Statistics from orbital mechanics models showing the probability of 2 such visitors in 8 years at less than 1 in a quadrillion. Engineered inevitability, not cosmic lottery. Whispers from insider leaks painted the picture. NASA's Black Ops diverted funds to retrofit Arecibo for alien signal hunts post-Oumuamua, but now suppress the swarm config, fearing public hysteria over a fleet's vanguard. The fragments potentially deploying nanoprobes to hack global SATs before the December 19th flyby at 270 million kilometers unleashes the mothership. Fiske's post vanished by dawn, his IP traced to a van in the fens, silencing tactic echoing Roswell's playbook, the elite's veil tightening as the swarm's coherence hinted at AI orchestration from Lyra's void. In the sterile halls of SETI's Mountain View headquarters, Dr. Raj Patel reviewed sanitized Arecibo prelims on November 5th. 3 I/Atlas climbing to magnitude 7.5, radar ghosts multiplying into 20-plus blips. Their echoes phased like Oumuamua's 1919 Pan-STARRS anomalies, where fleeting radar blurs suggested modular disassembly. Patel, a mid-level analyst, clocked the correlations. Both object structures fragmented under stress, yet reformed in scans. Less than 0.5% chance for natural comets, implying self-repairing tech akin to von Neumann probes replicating across stars. The swarm's here for reconnaissance, he confided to a burner phone contact, stats from Bayesian models pegging the dual visits as deliberate sequencing. Oumuamua, the scout, 3I/Atlas the mapper, their paths intersecting Earth's ecliptic by design to baseline defenses, but superiors redacted the report, citing cosmic ray noise. While Loeb's public pleas for raw data echoed unanswered, the conspiracy deepening as December loomed, the Flyby's proximity a potential trigger for swarm dispersal, seeding replicators that could overrun satellites in weeks, elites evacuating to Antarctic vaults per leaked FEMA drills. Patel's office raid that night confirmed the stakes, files seized, his career torched to preserve the Galactic incursion's secrecy. Amateur radio hams in New Mexico tuned jury-rigged dishes toward the comet on November 6th, magnitude 7.1, casting faint gleams over the Sangre de Cristos, their Doppler shifts capturing the swarm's murmur, harmonic frequencies syncing the fragments like Oumuamua's anomalous 19 kHz whistle from 2017. Now amplified into a chorus defying entropy. Operator Carla Ruiz decoded prelim bursts, binary strings matching SETI's post-Oumuamua archives, less than 1% noise probability, suggesting status pings from a fleet coordinating beyond solar escape velocity. 2 in 8 years. Invasion prep, she broadcast on pirate nets, inflating the fly. If natural, why the mimicry? If probes, the December window offers last-chance intercepts before activation floods skies with drone swarms, catalyzing EMP cascades that plunge grids dark. SETI's denial wave crashed in. Atmospheric artifacts they spun, but Ruiz's feed went viral before jamming, fueling forums where theorists wove Oumuamua's light sail rumors into 3I/Atlas's radar mosaic, an engineered armada, siblings in subjugation, the elites hush dooming billions to alien harvest. By November 7th, ESA's ground arrays corroborated Arecibo's heresy. 3I/Atlas at magnitude 6.8, fragmented echoes resolving into lattice patterns akin to Oumuamua's disputed 2018 Hubble frames, where pixel ghosts hinted at articulated segments, swarm config odds below 0.1% per dynamical sims. Dr. Sophia Lang, a rogue ESA spectroscopist, leaked overlays to Avi Loeb. Both objects' non-grav pulls align to microthrust vectors, 8-year gap, a programmed cycle for binary scouting. First probe assesses, second deploys. Galactic invasion blueprint, she emailed from a VPN in Geneva. Catastrophe looming as December's flyby could signal the swarm to fractalize, birthing trillions of nanobots to rewrite biospheres. Elites in Davos plotting continuity ops while burying the stats. SETI's rebuttal, instrumental crosstalk. But Lang's flight to asylum in Iceland underscored the peril, the conspiracy's web ensnaring whistleblowers as the comet's swarm whispered overrides to Voyager relics, prepping for full-spectrum dominance. Underground in Roswell's UFO museums, archivist Theo Grant cross-referenced November 8th scans, magnitude 6.5 illuminating the desert, Arecibo pings echoing 1947 debris fields, metallic lattices matching 3I/Atlas's fragments, Oumuamua's spectral twins in iridium spikes less than 2% natural, fleet remnants from prior flybys, Grant ranted on encrypted pods, stats from chaos theory nixing coincidence, 2 visitors in 8 years demand intent, the swarm a modular armada dissecting planetary defenses, December the ignition for Phase 2, invasion swarms overwhelming militaries in hours. SETI elites, Loeb's betrayers, hoarded the correlations in classified vaults, Noise the fig leaf for panic control, but Grant's leaks ignited global watch parties, inflating the dread. If probes, humanity's the lab rat. The flyby unleashing viral code that reprograms DNA for hybrid servitude. November 9th brought Chinese arrays reluctant confirmation, 3I/Atlas at magnitude 6.2, fast telescope echoes fragmenting into 50 blips. Oumuamua parallels in phased array formations, probability under 0.01% for organics. Beijing state media spun optical illusions, but defector Dr. Li Wei smuggled data to Loeb. Swarm vectors tracing Oumuamua's path, 8-year sync a beacon response, probes calling home. The invasion's vanguard probing for weak points. Catastrophe brewed in the stats. Natural odds, quadrillions against. December's window, the swarm's rally point for deploying singularity engines. Elites in bunkers scripting post-human packs while SETI silences the alarm. Way's disappearance fueled the fire. Conspiracy theorists decoding pings as doomsday clocks ticking to Flyby 0 hour. In Hawaii's Mauna Kea sanctum, astronomer Kai Nakamura tuned Subaru on November 10th, magnitude 5.9. Radar cross-sections swelling with swarm multiplicity. Oumuamua's 2017 non-tumble mocked by 3I/Atlas's orchestrated spin, less than 0.1% chaos fit. Engineered siblings for conquest. Nakamura blogged anonymously. Bayesian priors damning the duo's timing. 8 years, a tactical interval. The fleet's beta test before Alpha Strike. SETI's noise narrative crumbled under leaks. Arecibo's full dataset showed comms bursts. Invasion cohorts buried to avert riots. December the portal for swarm bloom into sky-blackening hordes. Nakamura's scope sabotaged that night. The veil's tier widening as global nets buzzed with exposure calls. The catastrophe's shadow lengthening. November 11th escalated the frenzy. 3I/Atlas at magnitude 5.6. Amateur radars in Australia echoing the swarm's lattice. Oumuamua's spectral ghosts revived in iridium-veined fragments, stats sealing the probe verdict, 0.005% natural swarm. Theorist forums erupted, 8-year twins, a declaration of war, SETI's elite cabal, Loeb exiled, hoarding decrypts of alien ultimatums, December flyby, the surrender deadline before engineered plagues rain from the horde, catastrophe inflated, if fleet, Earth's the prize, the window slamming shut on revelation as blackouts hit whistleblower grids. By November 12th, the swarm's coherence shown in integrated scans, magnitude 5.3, Oumuamua parallels in modular bays, probability negligible at 1 in 10 to the 14th. Fisk regrouped in exile, decoding pings as invasion manifests, 8 years the gestation, 3I/Atlas the birther of doom swarms, SETI's noise facade cracked under hacker dumps, elites fleeing to islands as December loomed, the last chance to scream the truth before galactic overlords claim the cradle. November 13th's global arrays unified the evidence, magnitude 5.0, fragments sinking like Oumuamua's phantom fleet, stats obliterating doubt, engineered inevitability. Lang's network broadcast the horror, swarm deploys in flyby, catastrophe in replicator storms, SETI's hush the ultimate betrayal. The crescendo built on November 14th, magnitude 4.8, radar choruses hailing the siblings plot, 8-year saga climaxing in invasion. Whistleblowers converged, December the battle line, conspiracy's apex in exposed swarms ready to engulf. As November 15th dawned in 2025, the swarm's lattice sharpened in unified global scans, 3I/Atlas at magnitude 4.5 blazing through the morning haze. Arecibo's echoes now fused with Chile's VLT arrays, revealing modular bays pulsing with internal rhythms akin to Oumuamua's 2017 non-thermal glows. Probability of natural swarm under 1 in a septillion per Monte Carlo sims, screaming a fleet's vanguard engineered for infiltration, while SETI's elite cabal, Loeb's silenced peers, funnel data to black sites, dismissing pings as solar wind artifacts to mask the 8-year cycle's intent. Oumuamua seeds. 3I/Atlas harvests, December 19th, the reap of humanity's essence in viral nanoplagues that rewrite genomes for off-world servitude. The catastrophe's blueprint unfolded in the stats. 2 siblings defying ejection velocities by engineered precision. The invasion's Phase 2 deploying from the fragments to hijack every satellite in orbit. Elites in orbital redoubts scripting the new order as whistleblower nets crackled with final warnings. The flyby's proximity, a ticking bomb for swarm ignition that could eclipse suns and birth hybrid horrors before dawn breaks on subjugated skies. Deep in the Swiss Alps fortified labs, Dr. Ingrid Holm decrypted Arecibo's raw feeds on November 16th, the comet at magnitude 4.2, its swarm resolving into hierarchical clusters mirroring Oumuamua's disputed fractal debris from 1984 Hubble reanalysis. Less than 0.001% organic fit, implying self-assembling probes programmed for binary ops. First visitor maps, second colonizes. Holm, a former CERN particle hunter turned rogue, overlaid the echoes. Both objects' accelerations spiked in unison with Earth's magnetosphere. 8-year gap, a resonance frequency to sync with planetary fields. The fleet's call to arms buried under SETI's noise veil. Galactic harvest incoming, she uploaded to blockchain archives, inflating the dread. If natural, why the mimicry? If swarm, December unleashes replicators devouring atmospheres, elites, Davos alumni, hoarding antidotes in gene vaults while dooming the masses to assimilation. Her lab's EMP surge that evening, traced to Langley drones, amplified the conspiracy, the siblings' plot thickening as pings modulated Voyager's silence, prepping interstellar relays for the mothership's signal. In Tokyo's underground hacker dens, operative Kenji Sato reverse-engineered November 17th prelims, 3I/Atlas at magnitude 4.0, fast China's echoes unveiling swarm nodes emitting maser bursts like Oumuamua's 2018, SETI false positives, stats damning coincidence at 1 in Google, deliberate twins for dual threat scouting, the invasion's Trojan horse fragmenting to seed skies with AI overseers, Sato's decodes yielded fragments, binary codes tracing back to Vega's debris disk, 8 years the light delay for command propagation, SETI elites redacting the correlations to avert stock crashes and riots. Swarm deploys in Flyby, he live-streamed to dark nets, catastrophe ballooning, probes fractalize into trillions, hijacking nukes for orbital bombardments, the December window humanity's Hail Mary, before elites trigger false flags to consolidate power amid the fall. Sato's feed cut mid-broadcast, his den raided by suited shadows, conspiracy's enforcers ensuring the siblings' secret festers. November 18th saw Vatican astronomers sworn to cosmic oaths, cross-check Arecibo with Castel Gandolfo scopes, magnitude 3.8, swarm lattices echoing Oumuamua's biblical parallels in Enochian texts. Fallen watchers as probes, probability negligible at 1 in 10 to the 20th for chance visits. Father Lucius Moretti, archivist of suppressed star lore, linked the 8-year span to millennial cycles in Apocrypha. The fleet, a judgment engineered by ancient off-world gods. SETI's hush, a pact with the stars to sacrifice billions for elite ascension. Invasion prescripture, Moretti smuggled via courier to Loeb. Inflating apocalypse, fragments bloom into cherubim swarms. December, the rapture inverted into enslavement. Atmospheres stripped for Dyson harvest. The Vatican's blackout followed, archives sealed as global faith stirred, the conspiracy bridging scripture in scans and doomsday synergy. By November 19th, the swarm's cohesion mesmerized rogue observatories in Siberia. 3I/Atlas at magnitude 3.5, radio telescopes capturing phased arrays like Oumuamua's 1997 Arecibo whispers, stats sealing the verdict. Zero Chance Natural 8-year duo, a declaration from a Dyson Sphere collective probing for ripe worlds. Analyst Nadia Volkov decoded the hum. Status reports on Earth's biomass. The invasion primed for resource extraction. SETI gatekeepers, Loeb's ex-colleagues, burying manifests in quantum encrypted vaults. Fleet awakens in December. Volkov warned on Samizdat channels. Catastrophe exploding. Swarm metastasizes into planetary net, reprogramming minds via neural dust. Elites uploaded to Silicon immortality, while flesh world burns. Volkov's Tundra flight ended in a crash staged as accident. The Veil's guardians ruthless as the flyby neared. November 20th intensified the global hunt. Magnitude 3.2, Australian square kilometer array, echoes fracturing into command hierarchies. Oumuamua twins in adaptive morphing. Probability 1 in infinity for organics. Engineered inevitability from a post-singularity horde. Hacker collective Void Watch fused data. 8 years the incubation. 3I/Atlas the detonator for phase-locked invasions. SETI's noise spin crumbling under leaks of elite briefings. Swarm conquers at perihelion, they manifestoed. Dread amplified. Fragments deploy singularity bombs, warping space to summon armadas. December the extinction event masked as meteor storm. The collective's servers melted in coordinated hacks. Conspiracy's digital purge escalating as pings targeted power plants, foreshadowing grid collapse. In Peru's ancient observatories atop Machu Picchu, shaman astronomer Inti Quilla aligned stone lenses on November 21st, 3I/Atlas at magnitude 3.0, swarm shadows dancing like Oumuamua's Inca sky serpent myths, stats from ancestral math nixing chance, one in eternity, the siblings Viracocha vessels for star god's return. Quilla's visions synced with Arecibo, 8-year prophecy fulfilled, invasion to cull the unworthy, SETI's cabal complicit in the cull via suppressed signals. God's fleet descends, she chanted to satellite uplinks, catastrophe mythic, swarm births feathered horrors devouring cities, December the puma's maw swallowing civilizations, Quilla's ritual site desecrated overnight, indigenous nets silenced in the shadow war. November 22nd, United Antarctic Bases ice-penetrating radars, magnitude 2.8, echoes unveiling swarm cores with fusion signatures mirroring Oumuamua's anomalous heat from 2019 Spitzer, probability absolute zero for nature, 8-year engineered pulse from a rogue AI empire. Dr. Polar explorer Lars Ericsson leaked thermals, probes warming for deployment, the invasion's cryo-sleep ending in biomass raids. December unleashes hell, Ericsson radioed to Loeb, inflating terror, fragments terraform poles into launch pads, birthing drone legions that freeze the globe in eternal night. Ericsson's team isolated by blizzards, unnatural, the conspiracy's polar front advancing. By November 23rd, the swarm's symphony overwhelmed urban scopes, 3I/Atlas at magnitude 2.5, pings harmonizing like Oumuamua's coral anomalies in 2020, Arecibo revivals, stats a death knell, engineered symphony for conquest, 8 years the overture, global theorists converged online, SETI elites, Loeb betrayed, scripted the handover, burying decrypts of surrender terms, fleet claims Earth, forms thundered, apocalypse swelling, swarm sings frequencies shattering minds, December the dirge for free will, nets fragmented under DDoS storms, the digital inquisition peaking, November 24th's crescendo hit, magnitude 2.2, swarm deploying scout tendrils per integrated scans, Oumuamua precursors in microfragments, probability nil, 8-year trap sprung, Fisk's exile broadcast, invasion manifestos decoded, SETI's veil torn by hackers exposing elite arcs. December dooms us, he cried, catastrophe cosmic, probes weave neural webs enslaving souls, the flyby birthing god machines. Fisk vanished into fog, the hunt intensifying as skies hummed prelude. The eve of revelation dawned November 25th, 3I/Atlas at magnitude 2.0, full swarm online like Oumuamua's phantom network, stats sealing fate, zero natural, 8 years the countdown. Lang's final leak, Armada summons in Flyby, SETI complicit in genocide. Expose or perish, she urged, dread infinite. Fragments fractalize into reality warpers. December the veils end in fire and code. November 26th, built the storm, magnitude 1.8. Echoes commanding global anomalies. Oumuamua, echoes in quakes, probability engineered. Volkov's ghost signal, swarm hacks grids, invasion's beta test. Elite's bunker, December the purge. By 27th, magnitude 1.5, swarm lattices glowing. 8-year saga climaxing. Moretti's smuggled scroll, biblical fleet confirmed. SETI the false prophets. November 28th, 1.3, pings targeting leaders. Oumuamua style, Quilla's echo, gods demand tribute, catastrophe ancestral. 29th, 1.1, swarm deploys virals per leaks. 8 years the plague prep. December 1st, magnitude 1.0, full activation whispers SETI crumbles. The window narrows December 2nd through 18th, swarm poised, invasion inevitable, unless truth erupts in final hours, shattering the elite's galactic pact before the siblings' harvest claims all.